It's already there. Let's start with a simple question, but let's get it right. Let's show some of the process, though. How about this? What does it mean to be enlightenment? Or how will I know when I'm home? What is it like to die and go to heaven? What is it like to be in heaven? What is it like on the other side but still here? These are the same question. So wait, I think I got it. The real question I want to ask. What is it like to be there when you become enlightenment here? Yes, I think that's it. That's what we want to know. You see, what does it feel like is what I'd like to convey. What's it like to be there all the time? Because I assure you, it means you're there all the time, permanently. It's not mysticism or spiritual union to be had here and there. It's not just merely glimpses. It's all the time, and not limited in any way. Aren't you curious? Just a little bit. The answer to what it's like helps you realize you're here already. And even if you're not trying to get it, it at least lets me have some fun and mess with you. With all the love that it is, though. I can mess with you? Sure. That's allowed, why not? The body and supposed ego, personality, self is still there, I guess. It's more like a character or a costume. But hey, you don't really believe in it, do you? You certainly don't believe me. You're smarter, perhaps. You're more awake. You're not fooled by any of this or something like that. The point being that you don't believe I know it. That's okay. I don't believe either. Not anymore, because belief is not it. So then maybe you can just let me continue this little story, this little piece here anyway. Humor me just for laughs. Pretend I'm making it up. Let's see how good my pretend maker is. Because what if it's true? I want to get it right as best I can so that if you do want it, you will know when it's true. I want you to see it. I don't want you to believe me. I want you to see it for yourself. I'm not threatened by you, and you shouldn't be threatened by me either. That's absurd. It's not about that. It's not about time, any of that stuff, is it? So, where are we? Right. That's the question. Where are we? And what is it like to become enlightenment as a body? I phrase it like that on purpose. All of it, actually. All of this. So that it's really clear. There's no room for it to be any other way, if you're going to make an absurd statement. At least mean it. So what would it mean? It's oneness with God is all I can come up with to explain the idea of how it works and what it feels like. You don't become enlightened, you become enlightenment. You see it, or it doesn't exist. You have to see it. Otherwise, you're not it. So, by the way, tag, you're it. It sounds cheesy, I know, but just anyway. All right, so all this is true because of the statement, I and my Father are one. It's popular in a lot of different things. So it means that I and God are one thing. There's no separation. Yes, it could mean that we're the same thing and not one thing, the same thing. But does that sound like something God would do or say? Does that sound irrefutable, ineffable, that we're merely alike? It's a half measures kind of God? No. It means we're the same. You think God's threatened by you? By me? I think it's the other way around. So this, it's actually a very common phrase or explanation, this I and God are one. Some say it's I and my Father are one. So it's what it means for this abiding, pure, non-dual awareness. This Peter Jed McKenna said this. And really, maybe all this stuff is more like riddles. Statements like this are ambiguous in a way, are they not? But not after Enlightenment. Just ask anyone who's in Enlightenment. So, abiding, pure, non-dual awareness. Abide, like the dude abides, the Big Lebowski. Awareness, like before the idea of ideas. My friend said that, Chris. Thanks, Berman. And pure non-dual. You know, one thing. Anyone, ask literally anyone what that could possibly mean. Pure non-dual. So one thing. All right, and it's very much like, I'm going to take a little side step here and say that it's very much like the phrase of no man sees my face and lives. No man sees my face and lives. I think that's a biblical statement. It's another esoteric riddle of it. All right, it could mean the very base and fearful way to interpret the saying, like, I kill that person who sees the real fake me and threatens my illusion of fakeness. I don't really have to kill them though. They could just be dead to me, or maybe I'll stick around and make them miserable, and or just screw them over somehow. That's one way, I guess. The attitude of not a one. You see, not one sees my face, my real face, ever. Maybe because you're all dead to me, because I'm dead to me. I don't have a real face. That's the one I can't explain, but it's one way of looking at it. All right, now to me, there's this obvious interpretation. If you see the face of God because you look at me, your false self, you, the one who's looking at me, your ego will die if you see the truth. And is that really life anyway? A lot of people feel that their fakeness can't be seen, or they think they know the truth more than another, and that's enough, and maybe there isn't any more. Truth testing is what I call it. Whose BS is piled higher and deeper, better, and let's compare metrics. That all works fine and good until you meet me. Now maybe this false self of yours doesn't die permanently, at least not yet, at least not right away, but your ego's days are numbered. And you absolutely do know this. you saw it. You see it. Maybe briefly. You got beat in the twinkling of an eye. You got beat where it counts. I know, because I saw you didn't know. I know I saw that you thought you knew. I know what that's like. You did your best, but now you see that I know. And you can too. Something's different. That's how you gain. It doesn't come to you. It doesn't have to. You find it where it always is. So this is literally for anyone, for absolutely anyone. I'm just a normal guy. So, okay, maybe you didn't know the meaning of that one entirely, of the no man sees my face and lives. Maybe you didn't get that full piece, but you do now, and that last part gets everybody every time. It's kind of like that song Riders on the Storm by the Doors of Perception. Who's the killer on the road? And whose brain is squirming like a toad, right? But wait, that wasn't the only way to read it. The no man sees my face and lives. There's a third way. It's kind of the eye of the needle stuff. And no, I'm not going to take the time to explain it. I'll just give it to you. You see, no man, that's you. Or your possible choice, at least. You can be the no man who sees my face and lives. You see the eye of the needle there? So you're already there. And I know a lot of people talk about this, but it's a very uncomfortable thing, this whole process, decision. So yeah, but if you see it, great. Welcome to the party. I like lyrics to songs. That'll keep you going for the show, right? Which one's Pink? I think Pink said that, right? Come on, it's time to go. And then there's that other part, even though you may feel a little sick. Yeah. It's a tough one because it makes you accountable for everything. So let's just cut to the chase. Let's get to it. I said it's oneness with God. Let's go with that, since that's who's talking. So oneness with God is what it must be like to be enlightenment as a body. And oneness with God can mean only one thing. It's already here right now. It has no other conclusion. Like it or not, it cannot be otherwise. God doesn't want you to follow him. God doesn't want you to follow him. God wants you to see so much that God wants you to be God. God wants you to be one with God. Don't you get that? That's the whole part of tag, you're it. And usually you just go, no, tag, you're it. You be it. I don't know if I want to be it. So that is what it means to become enlightenment. That's why nobody does it. My heart and soul are free. Maybe you've heard those lyrics as well, right? My heart and soul are free, because they are. And it's for free. Complete and free. So let go. Take the test as many times as you want, but pass the test. till you are hearing me the way I'm hearing you. Wherever you look, you see you. Perfection exists because you see it. You have to see it first. That's the only way it works. And you know it's perfect, you know it's true because it's you. It has to be. You have to do it. Knowledge that nothing else is possible is its attribute. That's why God is not afraid of you. That's absurd. But you are seemingly afraid of God. It's like a death. Very much death. And that's the one that seems the hardest. So let's do that one first. So this is what it's like after you choose enlightenment. And I'm not there before you. It's already there.